Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to discuss is 3 different trajectory of pitch shots that you can implement within your practice. So guys, 3 different flights of shots. We're going to go low, medium, high. How would you set up differently to create those shots? So for a lower pitch shot, what we're going to do is we're going to place the golf ball pretty much a little bit further back in our stance, so the ball position is kind of just right of centre. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the hands a little bit more ahead, so we're reducing the loft. And then what we're going to do from there to help us hit it a little bit lower, we're going to keep the club nice and low on the way through. Ball slightly further back, hands a little bit ahead, weight slightly favour my left side. Keep the follow through nice and short. As medium flighted shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the ball slightly further forward, so it's pretty much in the middle of my stance. So if you're feeling brave, maybe just left or centre. So what we're going to do from here is we're not going to have the handle leaning as far ahead as the last shot. So ball back, hands ahead, that's good for a low shot. Now we're going to do, place the ball a little bit further forward. Keep the shaft nice and upright so the shaft's not too far ahead or too far behind. And all we're going to do from there is just work the club back and just keep the loft on the club on the way through. Lower shot, a little bit shorter follow through. Higher shot, what we're going to do is we're going to release the club a little bit more so the face is nice and open. So guys, the high shot, what we're going to do is the ball position goes a little bit further forward and centre stance. And what we're going to do this time is we're just going to open the face. Lower flight shot, we move the ball slightly further back, hands a little bit ahead. That encourages us to use the leading edge. What we're going to do now is going to move the ball a little bit further forward. So the ball position now is, if you're really trying to hit this high, move it a little bit left to centre. That's really important. We have to keep our weight forward. And what we're going to do from here, as we work the club back, nice controlled motion, we're going to point the loft back at us, so the grooves of the club are pretty much pointing. Club face is nice and open, the grooves are pointing straight back at me. Another good analogy you can use is when you want to hit a low shot, you want to release the club a little bit more, so let the club face release, let the toe of the club release over the heel, so the club face comes in a little bit more closed. If you want to go like a medium high shot, keep the club face nice and square. Parachute shot, keep the face nice and open. It's almost an analogy, if you want to hit it higher, you're trying to balance a cup of tea or a cup of coffee on the club face all the way through. Close the face, the cup of coffee is going to drop and you're going to have to buy a new one. So higher shot, move the ball further forward, place your weight a little bit more left, and air shot, just let the club release a little bit more, so feel like your right palm's to the sky and the face is nice and open. Higher flight shot, ball a little bit further forward, weight slightly left, just let the club release, right palm to the sky, and let your chest slightly extend through the shot. Grooves of the club are pretty much pointing straight back at you in that way. A neutral release, where there's not a lot of opening or closing the club face, that's good for a medium flight shot. If you want to really hit it low, let the toe of the club just release slightly. Ball a little bit further forward, weight slightly forward. Just feel the club face stays nice and open while we're turning our chest towards the target, almost in this position. And that'll come off with quite a lot of spin. It's 3 different trajectory of shots. Low shot, ball position goes a little bit further back, hands a little bit more ahead. Abbreviate the follow through slightly to keep the loft down. Medium flighted shot, slightly more ball position a little bit further forward. Just keep the face nice and neutral all the way through. The higher shot, what you're going to do is you're going to move the ball position a little bit further forward. All those 3 shots, though, it's important we have to maintain our weight left. But the other tip you're missing out there, or the other kind of checkpoint, is everything has to rotate towards the target. So chest to the target. And what we're going to do to hit the high shot, just keep the club face nice and open, almost in that position. Right palm to the sky, grooves are pointing straight up towards the sky or pointing back at your spine angle to keep the loft on the golf club.